All right, good morning. We are here outside 1814 Ingleside Street Northwest. Beautiful spring morning. I'll go look inside this home. It is 5-bed, 4-bath plus 2 half-bath. It was built in 1905, but we recently renovated last year. It came on the market about 40 days ago. So it's been on the market for a while, so let's go in and see why. 2891 square feet. So 2,900 square feet, just over 700 per level. Also 2 parking spaces in the rear, and you can see here there is a basement entrance we will check out. Let's look at the street first here though. Again, very quiet street. The house looks north, so I'm now looking west. This is Ingleside, which connects to 19th there on the west side. Then over here on the east, it connects right at, on 18th Street, right at Bancroft Elementary, which you see right there in front of you. Very quiet street. This house does have 2 parking spots, but parking on Ingleside is usually pretty easy because there's no through traffic, so a very quiet residential street. But let's head inside. Walking up here, we have brand new stone pavers. It's actually just a stone brickway, not pavers. And you can see here we have these concrete steps going up, new metal railings, and a walk down into the basement here, which we'll check out in a little bit. Let's come up to the front door. We're using new and improved video equipment here, so I'm still working on the exact mechanics of it, but we'll get this figured out. All right, so we're stepping here into the front door. As you can see here in the living room, a couple of things that I've noticed, or that jump out right away. First is this exposed ducting here. I don't think it looks well in this house. Now, I just did a quick walk through this first floor here. A lot of things, unfortunately, I don't like, which I do want to point out, because I don't think they did justice on this renovation. A couple good things: 9-foot 10-inch ceilings. That's great. Roughly 15.8 width of this room, and you can see all the way to the back there. That is 55 feet 4 inches to that back wall to the front. Here you have a nice little front hall closet, which is great. But a few things that jump out. First is the light switches here. As you can see, I've never seen this before. It's a certain look they're going for. It looks unfinished. You also, unfortunately, have a lot of just very rough edges along the side here. You know, for new construction, you'd want it to really just be spot on. We also have here of the flooring. We do have nice wide plank white flooring, but there are just a lot of gaps in the flooring that should not be there. It probably won't come up that well on my wide angle lens. But the flooring just does not look like it was well installed. And so we talked outside about why has this house been on the market for 40 days. I think you're starting to see some of the reasons right away. Nest thermostat there on the wall, which is of course great, but this system, I just don't think it's the look they're going for by having it exposed. It looks more industrial, which is just not the feel for a house, you know, that's 115 years old. Here we have also a half bath. Again, certain look they're going for. Not necessarily my style here, but that's fine. Looks like a type of grass cloth wallpaper, and then here we have the toilet off to the right side. Not a bad spot for it. You have here in a way 2 dining areas. One here, and I don't like the bathroom being that close to it. Again, just for the privacy. But you also have a small little nook here for the kitchen. So you have 2 dining areas very close, and then this would be the mechanical closet. There's your instant hot water heater, gas furnace. Again, I'm glad there's gas. I'm glad there's an instant hot water heater. I wish it weren't here in the main living space, kind of creating that noise. Interesting light fixture here. That, again, not my style, but when we look at a house, we don't look at finishes like that. You know, the easiest thing to do is swap that out with a light fixture that's more to your style. I am liking many parts of the kitchen here. Small little breakfast bar, brass sink, brass fixtures, brass pulls, which I like. This quartz countertop has a nice gold to it, which is lovely. All right, here we have a GE monogram range. It used to be called GE Monogram, now it's just GE, but a high-end range, also a Nice looking external vent hood. One thing to point out here, these cabinets, when you lift them, come up like so. This right here, I can reach, I'm 6'5". So that cabinet may simply be out of the reach for most people. So that was an interesting choice. Whereas if it were a standard cabinet just opening to the side, you'd just be more utilitarian. Here we have again, figuring this out, we have our dishwasher. Let's see what brand that is. Bosch dishwashers. They did go high end on appliances. One thing that I'm not liking is this backsplash. It's a 2-inch by, looks like 24-inch subway tile. Maybe that's the intended look, but if you can see, the grout work looks very, very sloppy. It does not look professionally done at all. And I don't think that's intentional, unfortunately. Over here you do have a wine fridge and then space for a microwave as well. On this side we have our Sub-Zero fridge with glass see-through panel and then 2 monogram ovens. So they did go high end on the appliances. Again, here we see one of those unfinished, to me it looks unfinished light switches that I'm just not a big fan of. So the kitchen has a lot going on for it, a lot of pluses, I think. I think there are, a few misses. One thing I can also point out here is those switches right there, not those switches, those little discs, that is the sprinkler system. So when there's a fire, instead of having the ugly crowns that stick down in most apartment buildings and most condos, that is a recessed system, so if it were to ever deploy, it deploys down, then turns on. So in the meantime, you have a much cleaner look. So that was a nice touch. It is a more expensive sprinkler system to put in, but I think it's a nice cosmetic touch. Let's go look out back here to the parking before we go anywhere else. All right, so we're out back here in the parking spot. I don't know if you can see it in the video. These 2 spots slope towards the house, which is why you have this French drain here at the bottom. You'll want to make sure that is clear. It does already look like it's kind of full of leaves. But that's something to look for. And then unfortunately here, you also have the air conditioner. So it's 2 parking spots, but that's a bit of a stretch because you can't fit one here. You could fit, a small car. You probably could not fit even a Toyota Camry here, much less an SUV. This is the Ingleside alley on the back. Now, most of these homes on this side, the south side of the street, do have very, very small backyards. This one is pure concrete, though. There is no, you can see the back entrance to the basement here, which we'll check out in a second. There is not a single blade of grass back here, which is a bit of a negative. Again, in Mount Pleasant, a lot of the homes have just great green spaces. A lot of people take a lot of pride into their landscaping in front and back, a little urban oasis in many backyards. This home lacks it, which is a bit of a bummer, and there's nothing you can do about that, unfortunately. If you wanted to go street parking, you could go, and we've had clients do this, take up the backyard, plant a garden, and give yourself a little bit more of a spot to relax, but as of now, this home does not have it. Let's head upstairs. Actually, before we go upstairs, let's look at this wall real quick. Entire exposed brick wall. The repointing has been redone, so it looks pretty good. If you don't like exposed brick, we have a lot of it, unfortunately. You can see there are some shelves there. Some people love exposed brick for the old look. Some people do not like it because it's very hard to hang something on there, at least to hang and kind of reposition as easily. So let's head upstairs. Again, this is all new renovation. These should feel good and solid, which they do. No give, no squeaking. When we come up here, again, we have the same flooring as downstairs. And I just don't know. It does not look like it was well installed, unfortunately, which is really, really, really a bummer. All right, stepping here into this first bedroom, good ceiling height on this second floor, 8 foot 10 inch, so basically 9 foot ceilings. This is a good size room. We are at 14.3 by 13.4. This here is a queen size bed. I think you can easily fit a king size bed with even larger nightstands than those. Here they have, let me pan up and show this. They're not on right now. Those small flat LED recessed lights. Here you do have a fireplace, gas fireplace, which is nice. Not a fan of this, again, for the style, but that's cosmetic, and there is room for a TV above it if you are a TV in the bedroom kind of person. If you're not a TV in the bedroom kind of person, you have an awkward space there. I would have preferred if this were flat with the outlet and cable line on it, because you can always easily put a simple painting over it. Some nice shelving. The first thing that this room lacks, though, is closet space. Here you have a small, maybe I'll be surprised in the bathroom. Here you have a small, almost like IKEA style armoire. I honestly think it would have been a better move had this entire wall been, one large linear closet. But let's step here into the bathroom. Maybe there's another closet in here. There is not. So we're gonna go and turn on some light fixtures in here. Okay, there is some things I like in here. Decent selection on the tile. And I don't mean to make this video all about cosmetics. There's just a lot of things that are jumping out at me. Here you do have a small single vanity here in the closet, quartz countertop. You do have a nice mirror with LED lights on the side. Choice of wallpaper. Again, interesting light fixture there. They went with the brass fixtures here again. In the shower, we have growy bronze fixtures. You can see a large shower head. Interesting inlet there for that tile. You do have a nice hexagonal small penny tile on the floor. Good size, very solid looking tempered glass frameless door. Again with brass fixtures, and then your toilet is over here behind the corner. Let's go to the next room though and see what we got. Okay, here at the top of the stairs, we have a small sitting room right here. Again, this is kind of unfortunate because this doesn't have a great purpose. Here you could have a nice little, they have a fake fiddly fig there. You could have some nice plants here to spruce up the center of the home with some green. Or maybe you could have some bookshelves and have a little library here in the hallway. Other than that, no one would ever sit in that chair. You do have a good sized walk-in closet here though, at the top of the stairs. So a good closet, linen closet. Coming this way down the hallway, here you have your guest bath. It looks to be maybe a type of encaustic tile on the floor. Good growy toilet. Small little sink here on the right. Again, it's a hall bath, so it's not that big of a deal. You do have a nice glass tile here going throughout all the wet walls, frosted glass. This bathroom obviously has your tub. The appropriate place for that is in the hall bath, not the master bath. And again, they did the growy brass fixtures here. Here we have another hall closet. No, excuse me. Here we have the air handler, again, gas heater. Looks like that's where you have your cable coming in as well. And step here into this last bedroom on this floor. Okay, good sized bedroom here. This is 16 by 10. This is again a queen size bed. You could easily fit a king there with nightstands. And this is an interesting little bedroom here in that you'll have light coming in from three sides. I actually prefer the bedrooms on the north side of the house because I want less light in the bedroom. So here I might use as an amazing home office / guest room. But if you like the light-filled bedroom, then this would be a great spot. And then in here you have a smallish walk-in closet. That's probably about 5 feet deep or so. Not much going on there. What you could do, because this room is 16 feet long, is you could go and build this out here. Build a wall here and move that door forward so all of this space right here becomes part of the closet. I hope I explained that well. Here again you have a TV wall. if you want it. Big weakness of this room though, again, small closets, which in this case it could be fixed, a little bit of carpentry, not a major downside. But let us head up to the third floor. All right, top of the stairs here, you can see coming right up into the washer dryer, nice Electrolux with the barn door. Decent ceiling height, 8'5" on this level. Stepping to this room, which is roughly 14 by 10 by 12 to the farther window. This here, again, they have a queen size bed. That's probably as big of a bed as you want to fit in here. This room though does have, quite a bit of room here for a dresser where that table is. Maybe a love seat underneath the window. But look at this picture window. This is facing north. It's spring. That tree is not yet flowering, but I think it'll be beautiful when it does. Great, very quiet view here of this little corner of Mount Pleasant. Again, I hate to keep harping on the floors here. They do go and have the floor registers on this level as well, so you don't have the mechanical spot. And here we have, again, this custom closet with just a fairly small space. Give you the full width of it. That's probably about 5 feet, maybe 4.5 feet across. So again, small in the closet, but this room you can easily fix it with some furniture, perhaps an armoire there and a dresser under the window. So at least you have some good room here. This floor is not a full level. You can see it ends right there. So just really one bedroom up, one bath, laundry. What they do have here is an original skylight. As much as I love original features, this one at the minimum needs to be restored. It could also just be replaced to allow more light to enter. Last bathroom here in the upstairs. Again, this is a full bath with a single vanity. Again, they've repeated the brass fixtures, the growy fixtures. This one, they have the larger glass tile, matches the glass tile downstairs, but a larger format of it. And a nice little accent wall there with that gray tile. And again, looks like a growy toilet there in the corner. This, you do have a nice faux marble tile in a herringbone pattern, which does look nice. We'll get some details on this, but I also see solar panels there. That is a very small solar array. There's really no reason not to cover this entire roof with the solar panels. It will pay for themselves in a matter of, really a matter of years. The roof also does not look to be in great shape. Part of it has been replaced, but part of it looks beat up, and obviously they have a little bit of trash here. But I would love to see them, see the next owner put in an entire array of solar panels here. Maybe you can get it permitted to build a little deck off the back like the neighboring house. That could also be lovely. But you'd have to put stairs here. And if you can see that, that's where your air return is, which means you're gonna be moving some mechanical to get up and out. So it probably could be done if you could get it permitted, but it'll be a little bit trickier because of the location of that air return. All right. As there's no connection to the basement through the house, I'm gonna exit the front door here and come in through the basement front to see that. All right, step here into the basement. First thing to know as we walk inside is that this is a legal basement. This home does have a certificate of occupancy for 2 units, which is huge. You could rent this out, you could Airbnb it, and you could really do quite well with it. I'd probably recommend Airbnb, just based on local Airbnb rates for the neighborhood. Glass front door, which helps with natural light. You can see also have 2 windows there for some good natural light. 7-foot 10-inch ceilings down here, so it doesn't really feel like a basement at all. It has that new basement smell. Quartz countertop, 5-burner gas range. The hood is not externally vented, but again, especially this is an Airbnb, that stove will not be used for much besides boiling water. Countertop microwave here. Upstairs, they are going to install a microwave in that kitchen as well. I forgot to mention that. You can see here wide undermount sink, stainless steel appliances. These look to be all GE appliances. Here they have another, this is a glass tile, almost looks like it has a reflective surface in it. Some exposed cabinets, exposed shelves there. Let's see what we have back here. This is interesting. This is a hall bath. So small vanity here. There's a toilet, and then you have some mechanical over here, namely your sump pump, which is great, as well as another instant hot water heater, and then your an electric air handler there off to the right. I'm not sure the purpose of the bathroom is though, because it's only a one bedroom unit. This here does not, I think, technically qualify as a bedroom, and that you can't. Maybe it would. It needs to be 7 feet by 7 feet, but there's the exterior, the rear exit. This will open again into another closet. Does this room have a closet? Let's find out. There is the Nest thermostat over there to the side. Okay, and here's a small closet. Legally, it does not need a closet to be a bedroom. But this room at least does have a closet. We'll turn the corner here into the other room. Obviously, a larger size, good window here. We did pass a small linear closet, which has some leftover construction materials. That is one of the larger closets in the house, believe it or not. Here you have a laminate flooring, just nice builder gray, wide plank. It looks fine for what the space is trying to be. Then back here you have a bedroom and a laundry room. This is crammed in here. So here you have a stacked washer dryer. Over on the side, we do have a small vanity. You have your toilet here as well as a tub. Interestingly, this will bang in there. Again, not the end of the world. Simple, inexpensive chrome fixtures. Not the end of the world. I think for a basement apartment, again, especially because this is a legal basement, there is a C of O. I think this is a fine space. I would have, I think, laid out the floor plan slightly differently, but not bad at all. Again, for what it is. It could be a nice in-law suite. It could be a legal basement rental. It could be a legal basement Airbnb if upstairs is your primary residence. We're going to finish up outside with some closing thoughts. Again, good looking house from the exterior. I do love the large picture windows. The pros of this house are its size. I said it was 700 per level. It's actually more about 830 per level because it's 3.5 levels, not 4. You know, the top level is a half. The other major pro, I think, is the basement here, legal basement unit, great utility, or just a lucrative rental unit. And obviously the location, I'll pan here one more time. Beautiful spring day here on one of my favorite streets in my favorite neighborhood. And if your kids go to Bancroft, it's kind of hard to get any closer than 100 meters away. So I think that those are the pros of the house. Obviously, its size, a very good sized house as well. Some of the negatives is there's no real outdoor space. Here you have a small little front yard, and they did minimal landscaping, which is fine, but it's north facing. There's really nothing but concrete in the back. Some of the finish work, unfortunately, I think looks kind of subpar for the price. There are small closets, some of which can be fixed, and then there's just a lot of design decisions, from cabinets that are hard even for me to reach, to the exposed ducting, to what I think looks like an incomplete or poorly installed floor. So unfortunately, it is what it is. Most of that can be fixed. Again, we don't want to judge houses too much based on the cosmetic, but I think those cosmetic issues are part of why this house is still on the market after 40 days. I think it's just a question of a price adjustment. I think this will sell. Will sell, hopefully quickly. But those are my thoughts after having toured it with you. So I hope you found that beneficial. Hello, this is Edward Slavis of the Slavis Group of S&G Realty. Thank you for watching our video. I know it is not the highest quality production you've ever witnessed. However, we don't create these videos to go viral on social media. We are just honestly trying to give you an accurate and informative tour of the home.
So I hope you found it beneficial. If you like this video, please like it below. We try to do these for all the homes in Mount Pleasant, so feel free to follow this channel. And of course, if you're interested in seeing this home or any other home in the DMV, or just interested in talking about buying or selling, please reach out. Our full contact info is below, or you can reach us at slavisgroup.com. Thank you.